Hi there, Doug Stewart with IT Creations. Today I have the Supermicro GPU SuperServer 5126GS-TNRT. This thing is massive and quite heavy at 5U, but with support for up to 8 double-wide GPUs, I'm really not surprised. Also, dual AMD EPYC CPUs and up to 6 terabytes of memory at full capacity. Like our channel? Then hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it. What is this system with all those GPUs and top-of-the-line AMD EPYC 9004 or 9005 series processors good for? I think we already know the answer to that one, but here's the list. We'll start with the all-important AI, plus deep learning, high-performance computing, and visualization. Also good for a 3D rendering farm and multimedia content creation. There's actually two of these systems, the 5126GS-TNRT and the TNRT2, with just slight differences. Both are huge. Fully loaded, they can weigh over 100 pounds. With that kind of mass and speed, it's like an offensive lineman that's better suited as a running back. Fast, agile, and a game changer. With both of these chassis, it looks like you have 24 2.5-inch drive bays, but that's not the case. This one, the 5126GS-TNRT, has 6 active bays total. That includes 4 hot swap 2.5-inch NVMe drive bays and 2 hot swap SATA drive bays. The other, the TNRT2, has 8 hot swap NVMe drive bays with 2 additional SATA drive bays also in slots 20 and 21. The NVMe bays are surprise hot swap, but orderly hot swap is recommended. 5 large fans line the top of the chassis. The control panel on the left-hand side of the chassis provides the power on button, a reset button below that, then LEDs for power, drive activity, NIC LAN 1, NIC LAN 2, information, and a power failure LED. Need a platform for AI, machine learning, maybe a little crypto mining? Is that even profitable anymore? Perhaps the Supermicro GPU SuperServer 5126GS-TNRT might meet that need. If it does, then click that link to learn more about this platform, or even to configure a system using our handy configurator tool. That's right, you can look at a bunch of options in minutes without even speaking with one of our sales guys. Keep that in mind. For a limited time, you can save up to $500 off a system that's listed or one that you can configure on our site that's valued at $5,000 or more. Just mention this video when you're ready to make a purchase. Simple. Around back, PCI slots line the top, which include those for GPUs and NICs. Below the PCI slots are 3 2700-watt PSUs to either side, offering 4+2 or 3+3 redundancy based on configuration. Those other 2 slots can support additional PSUs as an option for up to 8 PSUs total. The central I/O panel includes 2 10 gigabit Ethernet LAN ports, a dedicated IPMI management port, 2 USB ports, then a COM port with VGA port beside that. Lastly, there's an OCP mezzanine card slot on the bottom, but that slot is only active on the 5126GS-TNRT2 platform, not this one. Management and monitoring of the system is through the Integrated Platform Management Port, or IPMI port. It accesses the baseboard management controller, or BMC, for remote management of the system. There are a number of management utilities offered by Supermicro, including SuperCloud Composer, Supermicro Server Manager, Supermicro Update Manager, Supermicro Diagnostics Offline, Supermicro Thin Agent Service, and the SuperServer Automation Assistant, which is new. They are all super helpful to manage, monitor, and update the system. Super duper, in fact. Removing the cover panel, you can see in addition to the front fans, there is a bank of 5 more internal fans just behind the backplane. Then the motherboard with dual CPU sockets and 24 DIMM slots supporting ECC DDR5 registered DIMMs for 1 DIMM per channel using either 9004 or 9005 series processors. Processors with a thermal design power threshold of up to 500 watts are supported, which includes the full product line from both the AMD EPYC 9004 and 9005 series lines. You will get more cores of the 9005 series CPUs with a top core count of up to 192 physical cores and 384 virtual threads. Compare that to the up to 128 cores and 256 threads with the 9004 series CPUs. Memory speeds for 9005 series CPUs can reach up to 6400 megatransfers per second compared to 4800 megatransfers per second with 9004 series CPUs. A single M.2 slot is located beside the DIMM slots for CPU 1 and can be used for additional superfast storage or for the operating system. The default PCI expansion configuration includes up to 9 PCI 5.0 by 16 full-height, full-length slots. However, if the front 4 NVMe drive slots are disabled, then slot 8 can be enabled for up to 10 PCI slots. The GPUs are aligned to either side of the chassis with 1 or 2 full-height, full-length slots for NICs. GPUs listed for the 5126GS-TNRT include the NVIDIA H100 NVL with 94 GB of HBM3 memory, RTX Pro 6000 with 96 GB of GDDR7 memory, and a TDP of up to 600 watts, the NVIDIA H200 NVL with 141 GB of HBM3E memory, also at 600 watts, and the NVIDIA L40S with 48 GB of GDDR6 memory. Certainly there are more options, but these have been vetted by Supermicro. Also listed in the specs, but nothing specific, are AMD GPUs. For NVIDIA, use of an NVLink bridge is supported, or AMD Infinity Fabric for AMD GPUs. Still, it does indicate a TDP of up to 600 watts per GPU. The 5126GS-TNRT can support up to 8 GPUs compared to the 10 possible on the 5126GS-TNRT2. 8 are still recommended for both. I will mention that neither the NVIDIA H100 NVL or the H200 NVL are gaming cards. Also, you cannot connect any monitors and both require a PCIe 5.0 interface, which is not a problem with the 9004 or 9005 series processors. Both are also part of the Hopper generation, which seems to fit somewhere between Ada Lovelace and Blackwell. These will definitely deliver on the AI and high-performance computing workloads, but I will also mention the price is like a gut punch. Another slight difference between the two is the TNRT features direct attached GPUs, whereas the TNRT2 has a PCIe switch. Direct attach delivers lower latency by connecting directly to the CPUs. The PLX switch does enable managing more GPUs, but adds latency. Both are dual root systems, and the expansion slots divided between the CPUs. The 2U chassis are very similar with minor differences, and that's pretty common for Supermicro. If you need more GPUs for higher scalability, then the 5126GS-TNRT2 might be what you need. If you need lower latency, then the 5126GS-TNRT will fit the bill but only provide up to 8 GPUs instead of up to 10, like on the TNRT2. I do hope this video provided some useful information for your potential purchasing decision. If you need more information, check one of the links in the description below, or that one right there, itcreations.com. Until next time, I'm Doug Stuman with IT Creations, and thanks for watching.